I did some background, and you were in the summer research program 2011, 12, and 13.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell us how that came about? And a little
Sure. I forgot how it started, but I think I reached out to Tiedemann, and he's like, "Yeah, come along." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So
That's how it always starts.
more or less, that would happen. And then, yeah, I mean, I loved it. I mean, we did field work, multiple times a week. We did plankton processing in the lab, and it started with the distribution and abundance of macrozooplankton in Barnegat Bay. So that was our main project. So we were looking originally mostly at like the arthropod plankton, but as we kind of moved on, we started to realize how many gelatinous zooplankton species we're getting. We're getting a lot of Nemeopsis and Barreau comb jellies, as well as sea nettles, which become a huge nuisance species in a lot of these degraded estuaries. So we kind of shifted our focus to look at them a lot more, and we'd be out there. Sometimes we're out there in the rain, counting sea nettles and jellyfish in like a petri dish. It was horrible, but it was fun at the same time. So I really did learn a lot from it, and it really taught me a lot about water quality monitoring and working with a lot of the different types of equipment I'm actually still using today. So it really was a good start. But overall, I did a lot of other stuff with Tiedemann in the Bahamas. We went down a few times, and we're looking at macro it was just infaunal invertebrates and the sand flats there, and trying to relate it back to juvenile bonefish feeding habitat. And we also looked at mangroves and stuff. So that was an amazing experience altogether. Something that I'd probably say that was probably one of the best experiences of my entire life. Like that 2 weeks in the Bahamas, you go crazy. You see coolest fish in the world. Sharks are right there in front of your face. You can't beat it. So that was great.
That's an annual program that Monmouth has.
Yes.
Over the winter break season.
And from what I've been learning recently, it's been expanding, and they're right? Yeah, a lot more classes.
Excuse me, we're planning several more classes down here.
Yeah. So I know Dr. Danishkar. I remember hearing he took the class down this past semester. So it's got to be great. What else did I do? Oh, and then I also interned with Fish and Wildlife one summer, and that was honestly something that kind of I kind of taken this random side path into birding as of recently. It's kind of like a hobby, and I kind of feel like it started there, and it just shows you how interconnected a lot of these coastal ecosystems are, and how the birds depend on the fish, and how and a lot of these anthropogenic effects can cause these birds to leave their nests. And I thought it was really interesting seeing the dynamics between people and these birds, and how people actually you go up to like Seabright, there's people like screaming at you like, get off the beach, we hate these birds, we don't want to be here. I'm like, I'm just doing my job, man. I can't do anything about that. So it's pretty interesting. But overall, I had a very diverse experience at Monmouth, and it really helped me a lot doing what I'm doing now in the long run.
So Pete, when did you know you wanted to go to graduate school? Did that evolve while you were at Monmouth, or?
Yeah, I did actually. I was kind of thinking I was maybe I ended up taking like a year or so off, and I was just trying to figure out where I wanted to go. And I was like on like the AFS website looking. So I know I wanted to go into fisheries, and I was like, where do I want to go to grad school? And I found this position at Dell State as a research assistant. So it ended up working out, and it was originally for ocean acidification, but I was having trouble getting my system together. Demond knows I just be up the NOAA lab trying to get advice from everyone. They're like, no, that can't be done. So
I crushed his dream.
Yeah. So I went home crying, and I figured out what I could do, and now I'm working with hypoxia, and I think it's really fun. It's really interesting stuff.
And what stage are you in school? You're working on your thesis now?
Yeah, I just finished my proposal a few weeks back, and I just got my preliminary data in yesterday or 2 days ago, and I presented my first. Actually, I'm sorry. Last week I got my preliminary data, and then yesterday actually I presented it then in Maryland. So